especially when you're starting to take money out of in your budgets.
Yeah.
As the now trying to do it, that's your spare parts and your support fund.
How does it compare to when you were there? Were you already sort of seeing problems of readiness and equipment capability?
Yes, not at this level, because we had the people that we required. We were full on, so the problems with General Ayers are much compounded from where I was. With enough people, with people you've always got.
I was that bitch, top of class ass bitch, winning math competitions ass bitch, got into MIT ass bitch. You realize it's everywhere. It's more common to experience failure. Failure is the and so let's find something that is worth the grind. Something that makes my heart beat and makes me doki doki for the future, you know? Hey everybody, it's Rui and Bisky is joining me behind me as well. A few days ago, I uploaded a video. It's not my first video that I've ever made, actually. I've made YouTube videos in the past that I've privated and deleted. But it is the first video that I made that I was actually pretty proud of. You know, I put some effort into filming it. I put in a good amount of hours into editing that video. And then
Can't just be me,
in the first 24, maybe even 48 hours, I got no views. I got 0 views, except the ones that I gave myself. Not only that, but YouTube wasn't even showing my video to anybody. Barely had any impressions, and that number did not budge for the first couple days. Before any of you more experienced on YouTube come at me with your advice,
I'm not talking about this because I want advice.
I'm just sharing this because it made me think about how I made a few videos back when I was in middle school and high school. And, you know, I was in middle school. I was like a preteen. So they weren't that good. They were filmed really shittily, edited very poorly. But then I would just casually get like a couple thousand views, just casually. But these days on YouTube, there's just so much content out there. So many people making videos. It's just so saturated now that I can make this video that I'm actually proud of. And it gets nowhere. And it got me thinking about then, in my spiral of thoughts, how it's so freaking hard to do anything these days. Something I've been talking about with friends and family these days is I'm noticing how I know a lot of people around my age that graduated from great schools, Ivy Leagues, UCs, that are struggling a lot to get their career started out of college. I did very light Google search and I saw that the Washington Post had published an article not too long ago talking about how new grad unemployment is on the rise. I also read this kind of counter article by The Atlantic talking about how the other news outlets are just kind of dramatizing how bad it is actually. Their positioning is like,
Well, actually,
college degrees still mean something. The new grad waitress that the New York Times or whatever interviewed who was talking about how much trouble she's been having to find a job out of college and stuff. Actually, now she's a senior manager at a law firm or something. Basically that things worked out for her and she got that job in the end. And you know, thank you Atlantic for letting us know that there is probably a light at the end of the tunnel. You'll probably get that job that you've been trying to get since graduating college. But the point is that she had to go through that phase of being a waitress fresh out of college, feeling
Hey,
so
you
insecure
watching me?
about her job prospects that she's interviewing with the New York Times about it. Being a waitress in itself, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that this is the norm, that people go into college and they think that going to college is their golden ticket, because it was for the generation before them, but now they graduate and they're struggling to get that job that they thought they would get out of college. And I can only speak so far for other people, but what I can do is I can talk about my personal experience. I was that bitch. Top of class ass bitch. Winning math competitions ass
If
bitch.
you
The
are,
peak
why
of
don't
my
you get
high
that
school
load screen up
career,
like
I
before?
got into MIT ass bitch. One of my science teachers, when she found out that I got into MIT, she came up to me and she was like,
Girl, congratulations. You're not gonna have to worry about getting a job for the rest of your life. You're set for life.
back then in 2017, that was how people thought about it. But then when I was graduating in 2021, things had already changed. And here's the thing, things worked out for me, right? I still got a job in tech as a product designer. And let me tell you, it was an uncomfortable amount of being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people. It was not easy like you would expect getting a job in tech, graduating from MIT. Considering all of that, I got rejected everywhere. The way that I ended up getting my job, I ended up working for a startup that I had interned for.
And then the timing worked out because they raised as I was graduating, and they thankfully wanted to work with me.
But if they weren't there, there is a high chance that I would have been unemployed out of college. And that is me having gotten lucky. But let's say you didn't get lucky. Let's say that you had a bad year in college, which I know plenty of people around me have experienced this. Maybe you were sick, either physically or mentally or both, and so you're a little bit behind on your studies. Let's say that you were a little bit lost in college, figuring out what you want to do, because I don't know, maybe it's a lot to ask a 17-year-old to decide on the trajectory of the rest of their life at the age of 17. I don't know, maybe it's a lot to ask people. For whatever reason, if you do not get the right stuff on your resume or know the right connects that will help you out later, things are gonna be tough. Things are gonna be tough. And you know, this all sounds so familiar to me because this has already been happening in my birth country of South Korea for quite a while now. It's kind of a stereotype now.
This is good. Wait. Hey, Momo. I want you to change it. Oh.
It's a
What?
no.
Hey! Wait!
Hey, who locked it? Wasn't me. You're the one. No, just a...
Oh, shit! Here, get in.
There it is. By the way, they're a... Yeah, I know. But hey, the place is more fun than you'd expect. You actually... I go... Seriously? I'll show you how to get there.
I think it's okay now.
I needed some fresh air.
No.
Excuse me. Wait. We finally found. Sorry for ruining the moment. Well, we were scared. You're about their age. Yeah, I know. Whatever. You must be Polan Takoga. We're police officers. Again?
Oh, I just, think I saw you somewhere before. Yeah.
Here, TM.
The Cyberforce dolls? What?
Yeah, that's right. Wow. I think.
No!
Did your. I guess I'm hungry. How about you?
Sorry.
Oh, it's not. Wait.
Anyways, this time... we gotta climb this ladder. It's a bit
Okay.
Momo?
Could.
Huh? Are you...
It,
Then...
it's.
Are you...
It's.
What? Huh?
I'm not.
What? So...
Yes. Please.
Oh! I'll go for... Kabukicho. Bingo. Let's go to Finally.
Pull
How did you know we'd...
on. We use T.
Damn.
no sign of them at all. Are they really here? We're not... But it's dark over there. Stop being a scaredy cat and get a grip.
Plus, the chief...
I know that.
Fire! I repeat, fire!
Let's call Rico. Can you... Huh? I'm gonna... Alright. This is T...
A fire.
How about...
The on.
Tell us...
Sure.
We're going... But it might... You... Cyber... What is this?
I don't...
It's a false alarm. So there... I mean... We did. When did... Maybe he's just...
You sure?
I'm gonna remember your...
We cut. It was. It worked this time.
I've got your back.
Hey, Super Hacker, you still watching? This wouldn't... I don't like... But until I...
Yes, sir. How many of these
I haven't been. It's a small...
So these...
What are you getting at?
more important?
Yes, you weren't. Because...
So you...
It's...
Hardly yet?
yours.
I've been the brat that... He knew it... There's no... Someone... Or did...
Asma had something to say about when... He's...
You spent an entire night together, huh? So what if we did?
Did you do... No?